Hello once again. I am Mohammed Kamran Kleen from YouTube channel The Physics Gurus. Today we will discuss some topical question from unit number 10, the principle of thermometry from O-level physics 5054. So we will discuss in detail how to solve this question and what will be the correct answer. So students, here's the question number 1. The length of the mercury thread in a stem of a mercury thermometer are given in 3 situations. Now this one is the melting ice, so it is given in the millimeter, so this value will be L0. And then this value is above boiling point, so it means that this value will be represented by the L100. And against this length, we are required to calculate the temperature. As you all know that the formula to calculate this is theta degree centigrade, that is equal to L theta minus L0 over L100 minus L0 multiplied by 100. So we will substitute the values. The L theta is 50. The L0 is given over here. It is 20. And then the value of L100 is this one, 170. And again L0 is 20 and multiply by 100. So when we will calculate this, we will get 20 degrees centigrade. So the correct answer, the option will be option A. So very simple question. This is the key point in this question, that whenever this sort of question will be given, we will use this formula. So there are 4 parameters, 4 variables. Number 1, L0, L100, L theta, and the 4th one is the temperature. So out of 4, 3 will be given and the 4th one is required to calculate. Question number 2. Same strategy, same question but with different scenario. In the question number 1, the diagram was not given. In this question, the diagram is given. So 2 centimeter, that will be the value of L0. Now the 4 centimeter, that is the value of L theta. And this one, the steam point. So this length will be represented by L100. So guys, we will apply the same formula. These values are given. Substitute these values. Write down the formula. Theta degree centigrade, that is equal to L0 minus L100. L0, L theta minus L0. L theta minus L0 over L100 minus L0 multiplied by 100. So we will substitute these values. L theta is 4, L0 is 2, L100 from the diagram is 12, and then L0 is 2 and multiply by 100. So again we will get the answer 20. So now in this case, the option B will be the correct option. So you have to remember this formula, that theta degree centigrade is equal to this. Theta degree centigrade is equal to this. Okay, now in this question, this is a bit technical question. The diagram shows a mercury in glass thermometer, the distance between -10 and 125. So first thing you will require to calculate is the range. So how we will calculate the range? This is 110, this is -10. So range, we will calculate the maximum minus minimum. 110 minus into -10. So the range is 125 20 degrees centigrade. So now 120 degrees centigrade, the total length is 25. So for 120 degrees centigrade, the length is given 25. Now this length is given 15 centimeter. So first we will calculate this and then we will see what to do. So for 120 divided by 25 multiplied by 15. So it will give you the answer 72. As we know that from minus 10 degrees centigrade, he is saying that from minus 10 degrees centigrade. So 72 will be the not answer because he is saying that from minus 10 degrees centigrade. So 72 minus 10, that is equal to 62 degrees centigrade. Correct answer for this question will be this one. What is the reason? The reason is, again, I will let you know that the reason is this. He is saying that start from minus 10 degrees centigrade. So whatever the answer we will calculate after all these calculations, we will subtract it from minus 10. Now this question is different as compared to all other questions which we have solved. Question number 1, 2 and 3. Why this is different? That this is the value of L0, this is the value of L100, and this is the temperature given. I told you that there will be 4 parameters. Now in this case 3 parameters are given, but what is required? What is the length? So this is marked as L0, it should mark as L100. This is the theta degree centigrade and this one is required. It means that L theta is required. Formula: theta degree centigrade, that is equal to L theta minus L0 over L100 minus L0 into 100. So we will proceed. Now theta degree centigrade is given 40, that is equal to L theta minus L0, the value is given 2, L100, the value is given 22, minus 2 into 100. Now if you are strong in mathematics, you can calculate it really very easily, but in my experience many students got the wrong answer due to poor mathematics. So you have to improve in your mathematics. I will let you know what to do. It will become 20 into 100. Then the next step, now move this 20 on this other side. So 40 into 20, 40 into 20, that is equal to L theta minus 2, and now here we will apply a parenthesis and 100. So it will become 800 equal to L theta minus 2. When I have checked your assignment, many of you got the incorrect answer. So 800 divided by 100, that is equal to L theta minus 2. So 8, that is equal to L theta minus 2, and finally L theta, that is equal to 8 plus 2, which is equal to 10. So for this question, the correct answer is option D. So this is a question which is different from the all other questions which are given above. Maybe you are required to calculate L0 as well. In the previous past papers, I think 2018 or 19, this question has been asked in the past papers. So I will cover that as well in the coming videos. Now question number 5. A thermometer reads 1 degree centigrade in pure melting ice and 101 in steam. So now what is the difference between these two? The difference is exact 100 degrees centigrade, because 1 degree is the addition in every temperature. So what is the error when the temperature rise is calculated? So there will be no error in this, because in every reading 1 degree additional reading will be given. So there will be no error in this. So this is a repeated question. 2 times that has been asked in the past papers. Now we will talk about the thermocouple. Now thermocouple, a voltmeter is measured as EMF generated between the two junctions, the junction at temperature T1 and T2. To calibrate, now this question is related with the calibration. So calibration, to calibrate a thermometer, we need two fixed points. Number one is the low fixed point, which is equal to 0 degree centigrade, and the upper fixed point, which is equal to 100 degree centigrade. So to calibrate this, we need two fixed points. So the correct option will be straightforward. Question number 6, the option will be B, because we need two fixed points. So they are the 0 and the 100 degree centigrade. To calibrate a thermometer without using another, again this question is related with the calibration. Fixed points are required. Which statement is correct? So I have told you that two fixed points are required, lower fixed point and upper fixed point are required to calibrate a thermometer. Any temperature? No, that is not possible. Only lower fixed point, only upper fixed point. So we need two fixed point, upper fixed point and lower fixed point. This question is related with the sensitivity. So sensitivity, I have already told you that it depends on number one, narrow bore. Number two, by using large thermometer. By using large bulb. Then number three, less denser liquid. Less denser liquid. Okay, which changes will produce the greatest increase in sensitivity? So first one is volume of the liquid. So volume of the liquid, large bulb means that more mercury should be contained. So it means whether option C or option D will be required. Option A is not possible, B is not possible. Large bulb means it will contain more mercury. And bore diameter should be narrow, decreased. So this one is the option which is correct. So question number 8, option C is the valid option. Question number 9, again question related with the sensitivity. Which design feature should be used in the thermometer to have highest sensitivity? So for question number 9, the walls should be thin and the bore should be narrow. Why the walls should be thin? So that heat energy will conduct it very quickly, and then the liquid will start expanding. Question number 10, 4 mercury in glass thermometer are made from different dimensions which have the greatest sensitivity. So we will observe that from this, which one is having the least bore. So 0.75, 0.5, 0.1 and 0.25. So this is the least value. So sensitivity of this thermometer will be greatest. It does not depend on the length, it depends on the narrow bore. Question number 11, what makes a thermometer sensitive to a small change in temperature? Again, this question is related with the sensitivity. So for question number 11, a bulb with a thin glass wall, a shiny liquid in the bore, a stem with a thick glass, a narrow bore. So this will be the first preference, a narrow bore. Now question number 12, what factor affect the sensitivity of the thermometer? The constriction, no. Constriction is required to prevent the backflow of the mercury into the stem. Then the diameter of the bore. So this question is repeatedly asked in the paper. So sensitivity depend on the narrow bore. Sensitivity depend on the larger size of the bulb. Sensitivity depend on the less denser liquid. Nature of the liquid, in other words. What is reduced when the mercury thermometer is made using a large bulb, but with a capillary tube of the same diameter? There is no change in the capillary tube. So large bulb always increase the sensitivity. He is saying that reduced. Which thing will be reduced? Accuracy is not reduced. Sensitivity is not reduced. Linearity means that the temperature will increase with the same distance. For example, 1 centimeter give you rise of 1 millimeter, 2 centimeter give you rise of 4 millimeter. So only the range will be affected in this question. And second last question from your assignment. A liquid in glass thermometer consists of a bulb containing a liquid expand in a very thin capillary tube. Okay, the liquid expand. The liquid is replaced by another that expand more for the same rise. The new thermometer will have. Question number 14. I already told you that the sensitivity will be greater, but the range will be less in this case because you are not changing the size of the thermometer. So option B will be the valid option. And then the last question from your assignment, question number 15. A new liquid is tested to decide it whether it is suitable for the use in the mercury in glass thermometer or not. It is found that the liquid does not expand uniformly. So this certainly does not belong to sensitivity. This certainly does not belong to range. It always belong to linearity. So this one will be the correct answer. It always depends on the linearity. Linearity means that the scale will this one. It does not depend on the range, this one, because this is the keyword that it is not expanding uniformly. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time with more questions. Take care.